Stephanie here with you in the Hideout Academy Studio, joined this morning by our very special guest today, Shelly Fairchild. Good morning.
Hey,
how are you doing today?
I'm good. It's it's cold.
Yeah, it definitely is. I've been here for long enough that I've warmed up inside, but I don't know. I don't know how you're faring with the winter this year, but I've surprisingly been kind of enjoying the cold.
I love the cold. I just don't like when my hands are frozen because I'm holding an iced coffee, first world problems.
No, I feel that.
It's stupid.
I'm a smoothies for breakfast person, and that's been deeply unpleasant.
It hurts a little bit more in the winter, but this is great.
But in general, it's fun. Well, we are having you in today because you are headlining our Nashville Sunday Nights live concert broadcast this Sunday, which we are so excited about.
Me too.
And tickets for that on sale over at thirdandlindsley.com. You can also, of course, tune in here on Lightning 100 and hear it all broadcast live on the radio. Yes. And so it's a really fun time to have you in because it seems like you've had kind of a lot going on recently.
Girl, somebody convinced me to start a fan club, and from there it was just no holds barred. I started a Kickstarter. We reached our goal in 24 hours, and then now it's gone crazy, which every dollar, as you know, it's the music business. Even if you're an independent artist like me, things cost a lot of money. So yes. I'm so grateful and excited about the next phase of what's going to happen. And this Sunday, my Kickstarter campaign ends on the 16th, and so it's it's a good really close,
last
and it's
push.
Yeah, I'll do a little last push.
But you met your first goal, and then you set a second goal, and second goal.
Yeah,
right. That's incredible. I mean, that's got to feel so good to have that kind of support.
It's super exciting, and I did sort of come to the conclusion that it's not everyone. I asked people to give me their stories of why they're giving, because it sort of became more than just I'm making a record and we're friends and fans of Shelly, of me. It's it's kind of just this community, this is loving and this is a dream and we want to see a dream come true, and everyone it's tapping into their own hearts in a way, in their own the dreamer inside of them. It's really been interesting. A lot of really fun, sweet stories.
That's beautiful. And that is so cool to get people's perspective on why this matters to them and why, there's so many things out in the world to give money to, and why
the challenges that we all face, and knowing that you have sort of a little piece of your story that is kind of like this person's story, and then they see themselves in you and you see yourselves in them, and then we just are open and honest about it, and then we're oh, this is a human experience, and we're all just trying to get through it. And thank you. I have something that I can get behind and passionate about, and come to your shows and all that kind of stuff. It's that's the stories I'm hearing. This is my community, and this is my family, because either my family is not, whatever, not my family, but people have said their own family of origin is not necessarily the most positive experience. So they get to come in and be a part of a big family.
That's
the Fairchild family.
That's so beautiful. I really love that. Well, okay, and as you mentioned, this Kickstarter is revolving around you making a new album, which I definitely want to talk about, but maybe you want to kick us off with a song, and then we can chat some more about that. Also, you can introduce your lovely band if
I've got my boys. This is Sam Burse on my left, your right, and I got Garrett Stoner on my right, your left, and we'll start with the song I wrote with awesome artist named Kaylee Hammock, another artist named Ashley McBride. This is called End Up in Austin. We'll end up in Austin. It's gonna be okay. It'll all sort out. Pack your soft things now. I'm just a time zone away. We can keep on talking. I can hear you fine. The signal won't drop out till I'm 10 miles south of the Coffee County line. Kind of crowded at the truck stop, but I'm finally seeing Texas place. And I see you longing in us all, but we're all in it for the long haul. We're driving this late. hope I see you for the sun does. Just sit with you in the dark, so I can tell you for the record, if it made you feel better, I'd have gone twice as far. Hold on, I can make it to ya. Hold on, I can hold you through the part that's got you thinking you're alone. Baby, baby, hold on, I can make it to ya. Hold on, I can hold you through the part that's got you thinking you're alone. We'll end up in Austin. It's gonna be okay.
Lightning 100, that is Shelly Fairchild live here in the Hideout Academy Studio before she headlines our Nashville Sunday night live concert broadcast this Sunday over at 3rd and Lindsley. That is on sale, thirdandlindsley.com, where you can tune in and hear that live on the radio as well, like we're doing right now. That was so beautiful. Thank you for playing that one.
Girl. I'm super excited. Harper O'Neill is going to open the show.
Yes.
And she's really dope. She's a great artist, and I'm really excited to have her and her little soulful self up there. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome night.
It's going to be a great one. And so, as we were mentioning, like right before you played that song, you're doing this Kickstarter campaign because you're getting ready to release your new album or make your new album. How is that? I mean, obviously the Kickstarter itself going great. Where are you at in like the process of, you know, making the album itself?
I've got about 4 songs that I am trying to beat out. So I'm always about like best song wins, and I've written a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, this is now where we put the puzzle piece together, right? And I just needed to have the like relief of knowing that I'd be able to go in and afford it.
Like this is really happening.
And then it's like, okay, now I get down to the like brass tacks of it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to go, okay, well, this song, I like this song. Do I love this song? And so I'm still writing, and hopefully we'll go in and record in the end of January, and we'll have the record ready to go in March, and it's gonna be magical.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And so so you usually do this kind of choosing like before you record rather than record,
you know,
and then pick?
It's kind of been, I sometimes when I'm in the studio, something will prove itself to not be like worthy of being on the record. You know, some things get kicked out there, but a lot of the times I really like to have a pretty good idea going into it, and I practice it, like I play it live kind of first and see what it is that's translating, and so yeah, that's kind of my process.
And I'm assuming you're writing with like a lot of people around town.
Yeah, I love a song that I wrote with Jamie Wyatt and my buddy Kay Doyle, and like I said, Kaylee and Ashley McBride. We've got a song, and I wrote a song with John Paul White. I love John Paul, and went to Muscle Shoals. I've spent some time there, and so I'm like kind of trying to pull in people that I love and like that kind of get me, and I get them a little bit. And,
yeah. What a cool process to just like hang out with a bunch of people you like and make art together.
Like I literally was at a show last night. I was doing John Paul's Home for the Holidays in Muscle Shoals, and I'm sitting backstage with Shelby Lynn and Allison Moore, and I'm just like, how am I here? Is this me? Check, mic, check. But yeah, it just was really, so the process of like hanging out with my friends, and that my friends are that talented and people that I look up to as well. But you know, it's like we're all just trying to do the thing. So.
Yeah. All together. That's what community is, like you said before.
We're just trying to be cool.
And one of the reasons it's cool to have you in now is because, so if I'm not mistaken, 2025 is the 20th anniversary of your debut album.
Girl,
right?
You done called it out.
Well, I guess I could have just said a significant anniversary of your debut album.
No, we have to say.
But I just think it's cool. Like it's a cool time to look back and be like, you know, how like, look at your 20-year career so far. Yeah.
Well, it's really interesting. I really loved my first record, but I like sound like such a baby on that record. Now when I listen to it, I'm like, oh,
well, you were.
Is that me? A lot of people that have been fans of mine from that record until now, it's like we've just grown up together. It's really, it's a, you know, time is just ticking, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting too because I know you've been on a label, then off a label, then on a different label, and now you're doing this new release, obviously with the Kickstarter independently. So, what do you feel pretty like settled into the identity of being an independent artist now?
I think I love it the most. It's like it comes with all of its challenges, right? And so you have to ask for money to go make a record, which is really hard to do. I don't even like to ask for help with like grabbing things out of my car and taking them into my house when I have like so many things to carry. And so that's the only part. But it also is like creates such a sense of camaraderie and like family to like have people that want to give, that it then is like, oh, and this also is going to translate to, I'm going to come to your city and do a show. Like people, it's not only are they giving money, but they're also giving me like, what is 2026 going to look like as far as touring? Where are you? Where do you want me to see me? Like if you see 20 people
donating from Madison, Wisconsin, you're like, oh, I should go play a show in Madison.
I should go there. Yeah. Or I should go to Johnson City, Tennessee, or I should go, you know, like it's really it's a cool kind of like,
it feels
being
it feels so personal. Yeah,
it does. And it feels like how I imagine it feeling back in the day when like Elvis was on the radio and like Aretha was first on the radio and stuff. You know, it's like you have one song, you turn it in, here we're playing it. Oh, she's really good. She's going to be down at the dance hall later this month. Let's go see her. It feels like that.
Yeah, maybe more organic feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll prove to be good and I'll be able to do some shows and
I have a feeling it'll prove to be pretty good.
Thanks, girl.
We got Shelly Fairchild here in the studio. And so one of the other cool things I think about the fact that you have this Kickstarter up is you basically have written like a whole personal history up there, which I obviously read through yesterday before you came in. So one of my favorite quotes you had up there is, I have done whatever it takes to make music my primary source of energy and income since I left my little town in Mississippi all those years ago. And I think there's something just so cool and so inspiring about that energy, especially like in a town where I think a lot of people do feel that and have that goal. They're like, I want this to be my everything. Yeah. And do you think like, does it take that kind of attitude to make it work?
1,000%. I mean, I have my hair license, so I've been able to go into a salon if I needed to. And then like I'm really good with crafts and like making things, so I make jewelry and things like that. There are so many things other things that I could be doing, because the music business part is like such a hard, knock in the head a lot of the times. But it's like music just doesn't ever let me go. It's like it drives me. I constantly think about what I can do to get better at writing songs, and it's just always in my head and always on my mind. It's so I think that it takes absolutely that. And that way, all of the different avenues that I've had to take to sort of keep it as my primary, way to make a living, it's taken me on some crazy, wild journeys. And
it's probably a decision you have to keep making again and again.
You do, and it's like you reinvent. And some people, they, have a hit song on the radio, and then they get catapulted to this like huge stage, and they're in stadiums, and they're doing this thing, and then like there's no story in between, and they grow up. So I kind of like came out of the chute in a big way, but then I had to scale it back when I lost my first record deal and go, and you really are like challenged to you have to decide, is this really what I want to do? Because you're going to have to schlep it around in your own van. Yeah. Or whatever it is, sleeping in friends' houses. And I was like, I feel like I'm at church camp again or something, But it's you decide then, is it worth it? Is this something that I
like? Am I willing to give these things up to do this?
And I think that's what it takes.
And I did want to ask you about that cosmetology license too, because I know you said that was a Tammy Wynette inspiration.
Tammy Wynette had her license till the day she died. So I thought, when I went to hair school, I was like, I love the beauty industry and the fashion industry, and I'm good at this. I would like to have my license so that if I ever need anything, I never wanted to have like a fail-safe plan or like a fallback, but sometimes you have to do jobs to be able to fund your dream, so that the dream part can be the fun part and the love, like inspiring part, and the other part like pays the bills. So
yeah, because like kind of what you were saying is sometimes feel like having too much of a fallback option will
make you just
shoot you in the foot. Yeah, you'll just stay there, but you need, something.
I mean, sometimes you have to fund your dreams by doing like sort of a job that you know how to do and you do well, but it's not your heart job.
Right. Necessarily. No, I think that's really good advice. Well, we got Shelly Fairchild here in the studio. You want to play us one more song
I wrote this one with Angie K and Sonia Lee. This is called Let It All Burn. Smoke in the air, the ashes are falling like snow. This world has gone crazy, and we're at the end of the rope. There's fire in the sky, and it's all we can do to hold on. And if we lose it all, baby, just know that you're all that I want. So let it all burn down to the ground. I'll take your face in my hands, we'll watch the lights go out. You're all that I am, all that I know. You got my heart in your chest, my love, don't ever let go. Let it all burn. Yeah. Words are like weapons, and everyone's raising their guns. In every direction, there's nowhere left we can run. But I'm in this with you till the last breath in my lungs. And if we go out, baby, we'll go out knowing we've won. So let it all burn down to the ground. I'll take your face in my hands, we'll watch the lights go out. You're all that I am, all that I know. You got my heart in your chest, my love, don't ever let go. Let it all burn. See, let it all burn down to the ground. I'll take your face in my hands, we'll watch the lights go out. You're all that I am, all that I know. You got my heart in your chest, my love, don't ever let go. Let it all burn down to the ground. I'll take your face in my hands, we'll watch the lights go out. You're all that I am, all that I know. You got my heart in your chest, my love, don't ever let go. Let it all burn. I say let it all burn.
Lightning 100, Shelly Fairchild and band live here in the studio. Man, that slide really that snuck up on me. I was like looking down and I was like, oh, that sounds so cool.
It's
like,
so funny. I was like, I hope Sam brings his slide, but I didn't know you were gonna do it, and I was like, doo-doo.
That's what, yeah. I didn't even see you pull it out, and I was like, "Oh man, that's
That was a
amazing."
nice touch,
yeah,
Sam
that was a
Burst.
nice touch, Sam. Way to go, Sam. Well, guys, that sounded so great, and just a taste of what you could see this Sunday out at 3rd and Lindsley at Nashville Sunday night. Again, tickets on sale, 3rdandlindsley.com. Harper O'Neill also going to be playing out there this Sunday. Going to be a great one, and also, of course, broadcasting live here on Lightning 100. I had about like 8 other things written down to ask you about, but I guess we're gonna wrap it here. But actually, one more thing though. Are you playing? You're also playing at the Opry this weekend?
I'll be
the
here
night before?
there on Saturday.
That is so cool. Wow.
I know. I love the Grand Ole Opry. It's like the most sacred stage. It's so cool.
Yeah, wow, so special. Well, we will be seeing you there and at 3rd and Lindsley.
Thank you,
and
Stephanie.
thank you guys again so much for coming in today. Tickets 3rdandlindsley.com. I'm going to go out with one now from Madison Cunningham up next. Break the Jaw on Lightning 100.